What is good, fam? Drake just lit $1 million of Bitcoin on fire in 69 seconds, and it looks like he actually hates having money. He showed up to UFC 329 on July 11, 2026, trying to secure a bag by dropping a cool million on Conor McGregor beating Max Holloway. The universe had other plans for the sixth god because McGregor caught a leg injury immediately, and that bet was cooked before the first round even hit the halfway mark.
I don't like Drake. I think he's an actor. He's not a real rapper.
I agree, 100%. Can you like sort of improv a song right now on your guitar about Drake, like a Drake diss song for me? That would be like actually.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
One of us goes in and we all go through it. And Drizzy got the money.
This is a recurring nightmare for the OVO camp since he just lost another million on the Patriots during Super Bowl 60. People treat the Drake curse like a joke, but losing 7 figures in less time than it takes to microwave a burrito is a total disaster. Drake keeps trying to play this Iceman character like he is cold-blooded and unbothered by risk, but the math is not working for anyone with a brain. It is wild to see a man at the top of the game broadcast his humiliations like they are championship highlights. Every time he posts a massive betting slip, he gives the internet more fuel to roast him while he is already fighting for his life culturally.
Definitely not manly. I'd say he's a chicken head.
A chicken head. Are you a Drake fan?
No.
I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
I'm a total idiot.
I am a total idiot.
You would think the Patriots losing to the Seahawks would make him take a break, but he keeps doubling down on the failure. This UFC 329 disaster shows exactly where he is at because it was a loud entrance followed by a total collapse in 60 seconds. His instinct for picking winners is just as broken as his ability to win a rap battle against the king of the West Coast. If you think that $1 million UFC hit was bad, the rest of the scoreboard shows the financial bleeding is getting out of control. During 2026, Drake has already lost $1,769,000 across just 4 public bets. We are only halfway through the year, and he is on pace to shatter his own records for total financial destruction.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
One of us goes in and we all go through it.
He lost $1.58 million in 2024 and $1.77 million in 2025, so he is escalating the madness as his legacy slips away. The real insanity happened in June of 2025 when records showed he lost $124 million on stake in 30 days. That is a generational wealth wipeout that would leave most people living in a tent on the sidewalk. Things get shady because a class action lawsuit filed on January 2nd of 2026 alleges this gambling habit is a front for something deeper. The suit claims Drake uses gambling proceeds and platform partnerships to artificially inflate his streaming numbers to stay on the Billboard charts.
I have a #1 album. We have 20 songs in the Billboard Hot 100, the top 100. That's unbelievable.
It's been a slow week.
I do not think Drake is actually losing sleep over these Bitcoin millions because he probably views them as a marketing tax. He needs to pay that tax to keep his name in the headlines every single week since his music is no longer the main topic of conversation. Relevance is something he buys $1 million at a time because the streets are not buzzing for his verses like they used to. Acting like a professional loser allows him to use his bank account to distract us from the fact that his crown is currently in Compton. Drake is gambling with money because he already lost the gamble he took when he decided to poke the bear in California. Winning the spreadsheet is his goal, while Kendrick wins the soul of the culture, and no amount of Bitcoin fixes that gap.
I don't like Drake. I think he's an actor. He's not a real rapper.
I agree, 100%. Can you like sort of improv a song right now on your guitar about Drake, like a Drake diss song for me? That would be like actually.
These losses are a desperate attempt to stay visible in a world that is starting to move on from the OVO sound. By the end of 2026, he might spend $5 million just to ensure we do not forget his name while Kendrick makes history. Drake is not just losing money at the sportsbooks, he is currently out here trying to sue his way back into the seat at the table. His legal team is fighting a battle in the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit to keep a dying defamation case alive. This mess started when a judge dismissed his lawsuit against Universal Music Group, ruling that everything Kendrick said on Not Like Us was just a non-actionable opinion. Most people would have taken that as a sign to head back to the studio, but the OVO camp decided to double down on the desperation.
I don't like it. I don't like anybody. I have no friends.
That was annoying.
That's fucked up.
During the arguments on April 17th of 2026, his lawyers claimed the court failed to consider how a reasonable listener would hear those lyrics. It looks like a nasty move to see the biggest artist on the planet trying to litigate a rap battle loss in federal court. The industry views this as a total legal Hail Mary because he knows he could not beat Kendrick with bars, so he is trying to win with a briefcase. There is a wild amount of irony in the fact that he is suing Universal while relying on them to push his massive triple album rollout. You cannot claim a company is destroying your reputation while you are also handing them your life work to distribute to the world. This shows he is more concerned with his legal narrative than his actual artistic integrity.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. One of us goes in and we all go through it.
Most fans think this move is just a way to save face after the whole world spent an entire year screaming those lyrics back at him. If he actually wins this appeal, it sets a dangerous precedent for the entire genre where nobody can ever speak their truth in a diss track again. As it stands right now, he just looks like a sore loser who wants the government to tell him that he did not actually get cooked. While he stays busy fighting these battles in court, he is also trying to flood the streets with enough content to make us forget the losses. In May of 2026, he managed to set a Billboard record by holding the top 3 spots at the same time with Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor. On paper, that looks like a total victory, but the reality is that those songs do not carry the same weight as the music Kendrick puts out. Kendrick Lamar's victory lap at Super Bowl 59 remains the moment that defines the cultural hierarchy in this era. Even with 3 songs at the top of the charts, Drake lives in the shadow of a record that spent 21 weeks at #1 on the Hot Rap Songs chart. Drake has mastered the strategy of flooding the zone with high-volume releases to keep his numbers looking pretty on a spreadsheet. He can celebrate Take Care hitting 520 weeks on the charts all he wants, but legacy stats are not the same as current cultural dominance. There is a massive difference between being the most streamed artist and being the artist that people actually respect and listen to for a message. My original thesis on this whole situation is that Drake has completely mastered the algorithm, but he has lost the actual spirit of hip-hop.
You have a #1 album. You have 20 songs in the Billboard Hot 100, Top 100. That's unbelievable.
It's been a slow week.
I don't like Drake. I think he's an actor. He's not a real rapper.
I agree, 100%. Can you like sort of improv a song right now on your guitar about Drake, like a Drake diss song for me? That would be like actually.
Kendrick remains the undisputed king of the culture because his music feels like it matters to the people on a level that Drake can no longer reach. Drake is winning the spreadsheet battle while Kendrick is winning the battle for the soul of the genre. You can buy all the bot farms and legal teams you want, but you cannot buy the type of loyalty that Kendrick earned by standing for something real. Drake is essentially a corporate entity at this point, while Kendrick is the voice of a movement that started on the West Coast. This divide is only going to get wider as Drake keeps chasing numbers and Kendrick keeps chasing the truth. The fans can tell when an artist is just trying to satisfy a quota for their label and when they are actually speaking from the heart. Drake's recent output feels like it was designed in a lab to maximize engagement rather than to tell a compelling story. That is why he can have the top 3 songs in the country and still feel like he is in second place. Before we move on and see how this Iceman rebrand is just a cover for Drake turning into a luxury influencer, tell me what y'all think about him being a corporate entity.
To be standing out here on this street in this beard and this wig, when I know good and well that I'm Drake and I could be at home with multiple women bathing in champagne, but instead I'm interviewing you with Ray-Bans on.
Is he just filling a label quota at this point, or is there still heart in the music? Tell me in the comments, no cap, and while you at it, like and subscribe. Let's continue. This whole Iceman rebrand looks like a calculated attempt to run away from that certified lover boy era that fans were honestly sick of hearing about. It feels more like a corporate pivot to hide the fact that he has hit a creative wall, trying to pass off a lack of depth as some kind of cold aesthetic choice. We are witnessing the exact moment Drake stops being a hip-hop artist and fully commits to being a luxury lifestyle influencer. Even when he lucks into a $30 million jackpot like he did on July 7th of 2026, it does not change the fact that his situation is looking desperate. A big win on social media is cool, but it does not erase the $1.56 million deficit he has piled up in sports betting alone. He is out here chasing the high of a gambling win because his music just does not give him that same rush anymore.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. One of us goes in and we all go through it.
You can see the shift in the way fans are looking at the OVO Owl because it feels dated and dusty compared to the movement Kendrick started. Moving from the Owl to the West Coast vibe is about more than just a logo, and it shows where the energy of the culture is actually at right now. Kendrick has that grounded connection to the streets, while Drake has traded his soul for a high-stakes life in mansions and casinos. People see the OVO brand as a corporate shell trying to sell them a hollow lifestyle that nobody can actually relate to. Kendrick is out here breaking records and winning the hearts of the fans without ever needing to post a betting slip for clout. Drake is letting his legacy become defined by his losses instead of his bars, and that is a dangerous road for any rapper to walk down. He is alienating the core audience that made him because regular people do not feel for a man who blows millions in 60 seconds. This Iceman persona is just a mask for how disconnected he has become from the actual genre he thinks he leads. He keeps betting on the wrong side of history, whether it is a fighter in the octagon or a legal case in the Second Circuit. Drake has turned into a professional gambler who just happens to drop music on the side to keep his accounts funded.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't do it. One of us goes in and we all go through it.
He used to be a rapper who gambled for fun, but those priorities have flipped, and it is absolutely torching his brand. That UFC 329 loss is the perfect way to describe his entire career in 2026 because the hype is massive, but the collapse is instant. He walks out with all the lights and the expensive production only to get folded in exactly 69 seconds. You can try to sue your way back to the top or buy your way onto the charts, but the culture knows when the crown has moved. Kendrick is standing on business while Drake is standing at a roulette table, hoping for a miracle that is never coming. He is losing for good because he traded his musical integrity for a chance to win back the money he already threw away. Before we see how his lawyers try to spin the next appeal, tell me if you think there is any path back to the top for him. Drop a comment and let me know if the Iceman is really just a man whose career is frozen in place. No cap. While you are at it, hit the like button and subscribe so you do not miss the next breakdown.